Well, Kenyans are quite hardcore about their tuskers. So if there's any of them there, they might want to melt it there, I think. I think that it's, I doubt it's the most high end in terms of healthy content.
Actually, they didn't pack it, but I saw Kenyan IPAs and Kenyan blonde ales.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was like, that's really cool. So I bought them, but they're back at the thing.
Yeah, there's somebody who came and started making those, and he was from overseas somewhere. I can't remember where. He set up a little brewery.
IPAs are very common now in the States. Everybody's getting them.
I mean, now there's industries where they purposely go to other countries to set up breweries that don't even sell in those countries. They just try to sell them back in the U.S. and claim that it's from that country.
Oh, how bizarre.
It is.
Be careful, Chris. Keep your
But that's sort of the thing now. Is like, oh, who's got the most unique thing?
Right.
It's like, oh, this is.
Well, that's
The
not-
example that I know is there's an Icelandic beer,
Oh, yeah.
which I don't even think they really buy in Iceland. I think they make it in Iceland and
And then bring it
they bring it to the US because you can charge.
for a novelty.
Yeah, you can now have charge
Why
$4
can't I have
more
anything
per
else?
beer.
because that's enough now. We're
Because
gonna go
of,
home and eat dinner. So just
People
that's
think
enough.
they're having something exotic.
What's for
now
dinner?
Rice.
You'll see when we get home.
Oh,
What is it?
What?
well, that's not.
What are we gonna
Even though it's
serve?
just
I don't know.
another lager.
Judy does the menu. She will tell you. So I'm sure it's delicious, whatever it is.
Are you hungry? Because
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
In dark outside.
Well, that's why we're here, looking at the sunsets. You know
What
the sun's
about,
going
do
down?
you want to try a cracker?
Yes, please.
I love my
What do you say?
Thank you.
I saw myself being disappointed. No, you're not.
Oh, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
As afraid as I'm not for that, but
We'd like to invite you.
if it's a novel, what's happening right now?
Why don't you come up for lunch sometime?
I don't.
I would love it.
Cheddar cracker.
Not done anymore.
We're there till Saturday morning. We'll leave Saturday morning sometime. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Within a day or so.
David, this is amazing.
This is where we have many. I've been here 101 times, easy. The girls, every time I come in, I have to come 5 to 10 times to this spot. They love this spot.
Ooh, are they those cheesy things? Am I allowed one?
We won some. I brought them here once. And
Getting cool now.
Yeah, the sun goes down and instantly gets cooler. Are you cold, Chris?
No.
No, your jacket's in the car.
I brought them here once, and they were playing, and I heard some noises over there. I said, it's time to get in the car, girls. About 20 elephants. So we just watched them for an hour and a half until they moved. They loved it. They've been really good.
They're very independent.
Especially now, they're, might be a little, they can be shy sometimes. They're not shy with you.
No. Well, the good thing is they've always got each other, so they're
No.
not.
It's
lonely.
getting dark, girls. Come closer.
Lawrence is over there. He's watching.
Yeah, Lawrence is on top of the rock, keeping
right
an eye on.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. That's fine. I mean, I like them being independent.
Last
They're
time
at
we were
that
here,
age.
a striped hyena went by.
Oh,
I
really?
don't consider a striped hyena to be dangerous,
Was it
but it
dangerous?
was no.
No, I
They're
never
very
tried a
nice to
striped
see.
hyena being dangerous.
No.
The-
In fact, when we camped here with Corey and Daniel, there were eyes coming through the grass here, and I did think it looked like a leopard. It was about the right size,
You
the way
were
it was
camping?
moving and stuff.
You set a tent up out here, and then
Yeah.
So we're looking at it, and Corey was kind of kept going forward, and Daniel was getting rather annoyed, understandably. Then he went to the car and switched the lights on, and then eventually saw it was just a straight plane going past. So that was all right. But I was happier with that than a leopard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, leopard wouldn't normally bother me
Yeah.
at all, but really wanted nosing around the tent.
Yeah.
Striped hyenas are quite. I've ever heard of one attack. But they're usually just ones or twos and doing their own.
They'll, if you're camping, they just all the animals. They just pretty much leave you
Basically,
alone.
all the animals are more nervous than people, and and they always, they've got very sensitive noses, so they'll be very aware that you're there, especially if you have a fire with a bit of smoke. So they generally, it's a camera that.
Why is it flashing red?
Oh, because it's just it's filming.
It's active.
I see that it's active.
Yeah. Because people in the States, when they go camping, outside, it's bears. But bears are not. They will come. They will come into your
Bears are
tent.
serious, I know, really serious.
Yeah, they will
So
come.
here, there isn't really anything like that, but occasionally, very occasionally, someone being taken back leopard or, in Africa, so you're kind of aware
Or,
that it shouldn't be.
they show a lot of the safari things where the elephant attacks the car and stuff.
Yeah, very occasionally. So, in the last, since, let's say in the last 10 years, I can remember one incident of an elephant once hitting a tourist car, and that's with cars out every day. So it's really rare. And once, occasionally, you get a sort of mother elephant who's
Protecting
got
its
something,
child.
or she's stressed out or something, or maybe.
You know what that's like.
With the problem issues.
Yes. Men issues and stressed out parents.
Yeah, well, it's mostly the teenage boys that I've encountered here that are a
Those
little.
are the ones that like to make noise, but
They make
usually
noise.
people have gone past and then they like to sort of.
Right, they make noise, stomp their feet, put their ears back, go like this, and then they run away.
Yeah, the young boys.
Yeah.
But
We saw that,
I would be astonished if they actually
It's been
kind
10
of
years.
followed through.
and I've never seen them follow through. It's happened a number of times, even with the girls and I together. We're careful though. We know how to read them.
I wouldn't just drive straight past an elephant that was right by the side of the road. I'd usually give it a chance to move off.
No, usually they'll walk
Go
to
past
you.
if it's absolutely we're going to be here all night.
Right,
They nearly always they just
right. If you wait, I usually wait and see what they're going to do. Sometimes they pass right by you.
and a lot of times they don't even look up. It's more common that they're just doing that.
That time I lost my glasses. Do you remember I lost my glasses down in that valley with the rock?
I vaguely remember you losing them.
Right, it was because I was photographing a basket tree and there was 6 elephants behind me. I didn't even hear them. You never hear them.
They were following
They
you?
walk. No, they walk quietly.
Yeah, they are very quiet and they walk surprisingly fast. So you can, suddenly find that they are
they're right there.
around you and you didn't
I think I was in the Ford Ranger then or something. I think I threw the glasses on top of the car. I jumped in the car, and they all came to the window and looked at me. And at that point, I just didn't move. I just let them look at me and walk by. But I knew they were just curious. You could tell by their body movements. And there was no place to go because there was a tree that had fallen on that track. So they were standing on the other side of the track. So, but that's the closest. And that was. Then I thought maybe I should be a little more careful. And I have been since.
It's important to look around before getting out.
Yeah, well, I was out for like a half hour and didn't.
When I was in training,
It wasn't that bad. That was 10 years ago when I first came. No, not maybe a year afterwards.
together.
Well, there's people walking around every day. A lot of people. If you're walking, you really do need to keep an eye out and be alert.
You have to.
Bump into things, especially if you're quiet and you get something afraid. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
You,
Be alert and they just, go around stuff.
and sometimes you can drive along a track here.
I can't hear what anyone's saying. Sorry.
We're talking about
Why do you
elephants.
sit in this chair here?
Sometimes
Sit in
you
it.
can
Is this
drive. That's mine.
Oh, it's yours. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you can drive around a curve
Yeah.
and the elephant's completely hidden.
Yeah.
Did that with Tori.
Christopher.
Chris, would you like another one?
What is it?
Biscuits.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
You want one, Mum?
No, thank you.
I hurt my knee. I'll be okay.
What's you doing?
I hurt my knee.
Oh.
I think I let the camera sit on it too long. They're heavy.
And sitting down doesn't help it.
No, I don't want to sit. You know what? I've been sitting down.
Aim for the chair.
Yeah, just
There you go.
No, it's the knee that hurt. Wow. I'm going to take some Advil. Hello. What's going on here with
Oh,
this?
Greg. Greg, what's with your machine?
Who have you seen?
we're just looking at that camera, but it was.
I think the
Oh, that's
battery's
okay.
on.
Whatever. He'll figure it out.
I thought you'd seen an elephant over there and you were saying hello to the elephant.
No, lots of Ellies. Great amount.
Yeah, we saw a lot of elephants.
Have you seen Murray's funny? He's put it up. Well, he hasn't put up, but he got funding to put up these exclusions.
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
I'm enjoying
For the
Yeah.
trees, right?
Yes.
I've seen some of
He's
the
got
silver.
one up already, a big one.
That doesn't mean
He's got lots
Here's
of
one
them. I
up
think they
on
put
the-
up
on-
about 6.
on the
Not
game
him.
plane.
Exclusions? Really?
They're working on it
I've
every
only
day.
ever seen the one on the game plane.
Yeah, they're almost they're all over that area now. Lots. I think they've put up about 6.
Really?
And they go there every
I
day
thought they
to
were
do
putting
it.
wire netting round the
They're doing
bosky
that as
trees.
well.
Poor old elephants.
So another issue we have is elephants being too squeezed as
Oh.
well,
Yes.
and building up numbers again, and so the trees are really
Yeah.
Suffering.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a bit of an intervention, see if we can
Save
have some
some.
zones where they can't
Replant and then.
Where trees can
really
regrow.
just to keep them out and see
Oh,
if what's
before they
there
destroy,
will
yeah.
come up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's quite difficult to keep them out. As you can
But they seem to be
imagine.
working, his exclusions.
My brother's come up with an innovation where he's got these sort of holes like this.
Yeah, we
That's
saw it, and with the ribbon, the sparkly
Yeah, so
ribbon
it's got
hanging
like
from
a horizontal wire
electric
hanging
wire.
with those ribbons. Yeah. So the elephant's got nothing to push on, because normally if there's a fence post,
Yeah.
they'll just put
Yeah,
the
they just-
tusk on the post and
Knock
push
it
it
over.
down. So this one they can't really get at.
Uh-huh. They don't push through the wire. That's electric,
No.
right?
No, they don't like getting
Because when
that
they
shock.
touch it, they'll get the shock.
Okay,
so
so-
hopefully, I mean, they might go the wrong way, but generally they
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to see if it
Yeah.
works.
So in Meru,
It's
we
worked so far.
Meru we witnessed 3 elephants at the fence on the border of the park in one area. Where there's a fence. One on one post, one in the middle post, and one on the end post, and then together they all knock the fence.
Synchronized to
They
push it down.
synchronized to push down the
They're
fence.
I
smart.
bet they do
It's
that.
amazing that.
They're
It's
smart,
amazing.
Yes.
And of course, the farmers on the other side screaming and yelling. Except on the other side of that, farmers were another mile away, but I'm sure they weren't happy.
Yeah. Well, they've been getting in and out of ours quite a bit too.
Have they?
Ones this, where we have settlement, we have to have a big fence.
Right, I know
On the
you. I
south
know that.
because,
I think they were trying to go to the Aberdares. The old ones remembered it.
well, they go into Indana all the time. It's surprising. You
But there's
just-
nothing to eat there.
I think they just sort of go there to have it, and they like to variety, and they like to see if there's a bit of something there. You know, they've been there before and had wonderful beans or something, and they go, look, you can see elephant droppings. Even now, I bet if you drive out to 70,
How many do you have?
Right now we are down to
Well, I wish they could make some corridors for them.
They should. They were supposed to. Still trying to work on the corridor.
well, now the US aid has been pulled, of course. which
Yes, US aid is gone, so it's a
I
bit
think
sad.
they were pushing for corridors.
It's not the American
They want you someday
Well,
for
he-
nature
Yeah,
sport or something.
let's hope that
30, 27,
refund it.
24.
They said a 3-month suspension.
If they took it away and then gave it back more carefully, it would be a good thing. But if they take it away altogether, it's rather a disaster.
It'd be nice if they
Because if they pay the smallholders a very large amount of money each one, so they can set up a business instead of sitting on a...
Well, it's stupid because what they should have, instead of canceling the whole thing, you just go through category by category, line by line, and then go find out where the inefficiency is and fix that. But you don't just, this idiot is canceling everything. He's just
It's
everything.
like midwives, it's all kinds
Everything,
of things.
everything.
You
He's
know,
just-
it's sort of a sin.
We have friends in the we have friends who've worked in USAID for years who says, you know what, we're really an intelligence agency that feeds the CIA, but we do some good things. But most of our stuff does go to craziness, and it's been that way for years.
Yeah, but then you don't cancel the whole thing because there's a lot of programs that are really dependent on that. Not to mention, this idiot, half the money that they send out is actually being circulated within the states because all the food and everything, it's the farmers there and the companies and whatever. Yeah, supplies and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm just horrified.
Anyway, well, it's a big thing. Yeah, it's like 35,000 jobs, and they reckon that's 250,000 livelihoods.
Yeah.
So that's really gonna hit. What are you doing?
I'm taking a smiling woman. See? I have wonderful pictures of you. Did you see the one of you with the girls by your painting?
No.
Greg, this thing was doing something. A screen came on or something. I don't know if it's still.
It says it's still going.
Oh, it's still going? Because the screen came on temporarily.
Say whether you forgot.
Yes.
I think it's because I walked away.
It's a picture of you with the
The
girls.
Bluetooth disconnected.
By the painting of the
Because like a little screen came on, we could see briefly.
I have 43 minutes on this video right now.
Oh, we'll have to look it up. You didn't send
This is
it
actually a good one. This is exactly the type of it's like you put this on YouTube.
Yeah, you see it.
1 hour campfire, sundowner in yada yada park, Kenya, whatever. And like someone like Savannah would just put this up and be like, oh, this is so relaxing. Like it feels
that's cute.
Yeah, involved.
it's great background footage.
Where did you buy? Oh, in the town where we came from? On the way home. Yeah. And they're only 450. I love too long. I love it. I've done that before. Did he tell you what store or where?
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he's going to take us all the way to. Are we going back to the top? Where we were going? Okay. All right. Yeah, I love this.
I don't know if you guys. I'll talk to Bella.
No.
No, actually,
I don't know if you want them to come to this farm or not. I mean,
Well, if they want, the milking happens at 4:30 to 5:30 in the morning. So
Get that.
I wouldn't recommend that. I don't know why they do it so early, but they've decided
good,
on that.
actually.
So they like to. I think they go back to bed. I certainly go back to bed if I go there at that time. And then, so they seem to like that.
See, Dahlia and Lily came out here.
But what there is lambs. They've just started having lambs, and they're really
Get out to graze early.
Until they end up on
And
the
so, David, on Friday, I've got 30 people from Oklahoma coming for a farm visit.
Oh my
Can you
goodness.
imagine? I know.
Here?
Oklahoma?
Yes.
That's
I'm
too
quite
Why are they
daunted.
coming? What is it?
There's these people that have started doing, like, I guess they're agricultural
Oh,
tourism.
okay.
They
Yeah.
brought me, like, 2 small groups of Australians over the last few years, and that was okay. You know, they paid a little bit, and they just came in and saw something different. You know, but so that's the same group. So now they've said 30 Oklahomans, and then last night, yesterday when I was in town, the guy who brings them suddenly called me and said, so exciting, I've got this amazing opportunity. One of them is like a Native American, and he does all the singing and everything, and he wants to do this ceremony where he hands over his clan flag in exchange for like a Maasai blanket or something.
Oh my goodness.
And this guy said, I've told them that you're the person who can organise this. I've told them I'm relying on you. You'll definitely be able to organise this.
Are you going to it?
Well, at first I said, no, we're not a community conservancy. We're not even next to one. What are we going to do? Like get one of our employees to dress up or something? So I was kind of, so I was like, no. But then I talked to John, my head man. I told him today, and he was like, no problem, I'll get somebody. He said he's going to bring someone in from outside. So anyway, if you can produce somebody, I suppose if it makes them happy over lunchtime, but we're not going out to somebody's farm. You know, if we start going out to the Miniato, things will get out of control. I mean, it could take the whole day there. we could be kind of, you know, made to pay.
This
or
is
we
a
could
working
be
farm.
made to eat, you know, to spend the whole day there.
Right, they meet you. You have to visit every little.
But anyway, I thought that was rather the last straw. So
Yeah, interesting. Well,
but they're coming with a picnic lunch.
yeah.
Well, I have to do really have to take them somewhere and make a toilet. Because obviously they might.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all coming in one bus. Apparently they want to travel in one bus.
And they don't the buses have toilets?
Just like that. I hope so. I don't know.
Maybe some
I've
charter
never seen
buses.
such a huge one.
Yeah, I mean, another country,
I
you know,
could
I
ask
don't know.
them that.
Yeah.
Because that would save some.
It's one of those big modern
I'm
charter
gonna
buses that
make
make.
one toilet. Yeah. 30 people. But I thought I'd better have one in case anyway.
Yeah.
And like stop them, get them out, induct them, and this is
Mr. Vet.
Yeah.
Sophia, you're being filmed.
do their
Phil.
Yeah.
sea lambs, dairy on them.
Sorry.
That's interesting.
Once I connect to it, I'll be able to show you.
The empty was
I
here.
can't imagine from Oklahoma. Right.
And
Whatever.
they're all, I looked at the list and they're all from all over them. It's not like there's one, they like all the doctors.
Yeah.
This is yours or ours?
Sophia?
That is, goes to your way. I don't know. Yeah, David.
I just don't want to.
Well, that's interesting. What are they trying to learn from here? That
Oh, it's everybody here. Excuse me.
No, but even the Australians, they're very big commercial farmers. I mean, all I could think was they want to see something.
Okay, ready?
So they're quite interested to hear about the predators and the
Yeah,
tigers.
It's really going to be.
how do predators in Oklahoma? They don't have lions and.
No, well that's
gonna be a
that's
tough
what's
one.
quite interesting.
I mean,
So just
if
try and
it's
tell
for
them
for
that.
more natural,
It'll be
you
a
know,
tough one. Okay,
forms of
ready?
farm, I'm all for that. Because the factory farming and
Get
what's going
close.
on there, and
Get in on the
all
line.
our
I want
animals are
That's
so
your
what
heads
I'm
sad.
together on the
saying.
same
In my
line.
dairy, the calves
So we-
stay with the mothers until they're 9 months old.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
In the
and
States, they
they stay
take them
with
away
one
right
day,
away,
two,
and they become
55.
I
real.
like to show people that it's not a must.
Yeah,
choosing,
yeah.
But of course, our economy is because it's for us, the
Where's
calves
your
are
British
also-
accent is coming from?
That's a star.
British accent or Australian?
No, British from Mum, I think.
Really?
I've never
Nice.
lived in UK ever,
Nice.
except
Really?
for, oh yeah, I went to uni there. And
Well, neither did
always
Judy,
lived
and she has a British accent.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Judy's the
Hers
same.
is very.
I mean,
No, it's because
I'll
I'm
go
kind
to
of
that.
like,
Yeah.
just, I don't know, I don't choose.
How's the camera? I want to see the sunset.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the sunset.
I think so. I won't be able to show you until I finish recording.
yeah,
It looks great.
That way's east. That way's south.
This is
That
what
way's
you can
north.
see right now. It's actually getting quite. Yeah, see.
It's getting quite pretty. That pink.
I know. And the stars are unbelievable.
Who's got
You
drop
live
a
right
whole
outside of New York, and you can see like
Look
one
at
or
the
two
colors,
stars.
the last of the
So last
sunset.
night it was.
The last of the sunset.
Yeah, it was
Not bad.
Wow, it's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Yeah, but you know,
That's
don't
how
worry.
it
If
starts.
you want to go sit in the car, don't worry.
There won't be many.
It's okay.
There won't be many. And they'll stay far away.
Yeah, we'll close the
Susan.
doors tonight, okay?
Susan, turn around.
Yeah.
Last of the sunset.
Yeah, beautiful.
Christopher, you having a good time?
Yeah.
He just
I
saw
like
that.
when I go to New York, I often stay with
You
these
look
lovely
like
people, and I take
singer
Christopher
in
on
front of
walk,
that thing.
and we go on. Remember we walked
that's
to the lodge, we walked to the river. What else do we do? We walked to look out places.
They have beautiful voices,
Yeah.
both of them.
We have a good time.
I've seen a video of you sticking your nose in it.
Yeah.
I have to show you later.
More difficult to walk than Bulla. Bulla is wild as a horse.
I tried. Remember, I came home from the
got
game
ready.
drive and told you guys that I
mean, she
had to
had,
hold
like,
Bulla's feet with one
fish
cross
eye
to
lens,
shift
made
this
her nose
way.
among your
Because he was trying to knock out the windshield. And you guys laughed at me when
That's
I
you.
came home.
No, that's
Oh, he
west.
does that all the
The
time.
North Star. I mean,
No, it was
Yeah, but
okay. You
that's
told me
west.
we just let him out of the
So
car.
the North Star should
It was
be.
like 100 meters. and
Let him pick him up later.
No, he just runs.
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
the
calm
only
him
star
down.
which is visible is always the North Star.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Venus.
It
Venus is either
wild.
yellow
It gets
or
wild
red.
with David. It finds David very
red.
entertaining. He likes David the way he's animated.
Yeah.
That's why we have a name for my people in my car.
Oh yeah.
Goatmobile.
We call it. These two are riding behind
And
us.
I'm goatee.
All the fun people are in the safari car, and these two we call them the Woody Allen.
That's
The
a
Woody
mean
Allen car.
spirited. That's a mean
The at the
spirit.
top.
I
Let's
don't
go on.
mind being Woody. You know what?
That's
It's both of you. You're like Woody Allen. Huh?
You're fine. We're having a good
Me
time.
You guys are starting to look
Oh, we're on
alike.
the equator.
Walk alike.
We are totally rejected from the
They've been
car.
rejected from the car.
You know what?
And we're having a blast. You should hear the joking that we're saying about these two. In the
Dad,
That's fine.
Dad.
That's fine.
So the North Star, if we're on the equator, would be on the tree line.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's up
usually-
higher. Yeah.
So what is just tell me what's that, because that's the only that's not a place.
Just a
That's
different,
that's
just a
Venus.
different,
I
star.
don't think it's Venus, 'cause it's not green. Is it?
No, Venus doesn't have to be green. Venus is a yellow. Is bright
Okay, so it
because it's
could
got
be.
cloud. That's
I
Venus.
see it green sometimes. It is. David said Venus.
It's Venus.
Must be Venus.
First of all, stars blink. Stars.
I mean, I don't
planets
see any
don't.
stars, I tell you honestly.
Yeah,
So-
there's a couple. They're starting to come out.
They'll come
Oh
out.
yeah,
Remember
there
we
is one
saw.
up there.
We saw sorry.
There's one up
That's
there.
another planet. That's another planet.
Planet.
Oh yes, there's one.
Stars blink.
If they're not blinking, yeah, then it's a planet.
Planets don't
Listen,
blink.
I'm not arguing because I see nothing but operating
That's
lights.
Venus. That looks like it could be
So that's the way.
Jupiter.
Really?
I could be wrong on that.
Aren't they
Who's got one of
supposedly
those
aligned
apps that
right
you
now?
point
They were lined up a month ago. But
Yeah, no, they aligned for like for a month or 2 months.
Well, look at the color.
Total alignment was a 2 weeks period, but
Look at the color. It's really nice
I know, it's
tonight.
nice. It is, isn't it?
7 of them aligned,
Look at
and
the.
some of them. This is amazing, actually. He says it's a planet. Well, which planet is that?
Listen,
David, is this your beer?
I can't have that.
But anyway,
I know.
so because we're on the equator, the North Star would be either very low.
No,
in
the
the
North
sky
Star's not
or-
that low. You can see it pretty high sometimes.
But it can't be more than whatever the tilt of the Earth is at the maximum.
It depends on the time of year.
It does change
You can see
position.
it if you're further south. If you're much further south, you won't see it. But you can also see the Southern Cross here. From the Southern Cross, you can see.
Your boy's got in the car. My boy always gets in the car when he's ready.
he's terrified
Also,
of bats.
also the Milky Way is much different here than it is.
I told her yesterday I almost went through the window.
You see a lot different.
They need to shut them out.
Oh, yeah, well, we closed the door after, but one did fly in on me.
There must be times in the year where you don't see a North Star at all.
No.
Because the
No, it was very clear,
no,
actually. She was
the
fine.
equator, if it's tilted
Just
this
asked
way,
him to put the bat on my
12 years now, 13 years. I see the North Star every
Patrick went
time.
over
Every
there.
part
Yeah,
of
he
the
just
year.
took it off her hand.
There are times of the day you won't see it when the Earth turns, but you can always see the
every
Big Dipper. It's
10,
like
15 seconds in
sky
front of the
from the Big
window.
Dipper. You can always trace the North Star.
Back, so it
You
was
see
a
the
long
North Star every time, right?
Oh,
Just waiting for you to stop chatting.
let me help.
It's fine with birds. It's bats.
No, wait
It's
for
okay
it.
with
Bat-
birds.
Birds, he's fine. It's bats.
For some reason, that's
Because when he was little, we also live in a similar on the side of a cliff, and our doors were always open, and we have had bats fly in, and he was, I guess,
birds
traumatized. Yeah, the
in the
birds.
house. We have
Actually,
two
so
houses.
in the house either.
So yes,
Here, that one.
Yes.
a bat.
Pull up. No, you have to pull up. Pull up the center.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, pull up, and then it folds. These are from our car, right?
yeah, all the wooden ones are from us.
Scared at all.
Let me finish this.
It's amazing that actually they can know how to drive back from here, for example. Which road? It's amazing that you guys know how to drive back in darkness.
Well,
That's mind-boggling to me.
I've been coming here for a while.
For me, it's
10
mind-boggling.
years, right? So,
Yes, I'm very bad at knowing lengths of time.
well, it's been at least since the girls were born.
There's no time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Which
Oh,
one?
she dropped the.
This one?
No, don't do it. Like
We got it.
I'm going to put my camera down and
Maybe I shouldn't. I'll probably fall over
I'll wait for the camera to be dismantled.
Oh,
Oh, that's Greg's gonna take care of them.
Greg, no leaving your camera.
Oh no, my camera.
Yeah, don't leave the camera here. This is amazing. It looks like a microphone for a rock star.
Yeah.